What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Sold Out. And on today's episode, we're going to be doing kind of a most anticipated list of 2023 and kind of 2024. I think some of these might butt up into that, but I think they'll drop before the NBA season. So I'm super hyped to get these in hand. The first one's going to be the Jordan 38. Kind of has a different take. I thought it would have more hints towards kind of like the Jordan 8. But it really doesn't. Kind of a little bit with the tongue, but it doesn't have no straps. I thought it would have been perfect for Jordan to kind of implement straps, but just maybe not the design from the 8, just kind of switch it up a little bit. But overall, it looks like it's going to be a very comfortable shoe. Now, I'm not going to read all these articles off to you guys. I'm just going to kind of give you my thoughts. I'm not a big fan of Formula 23. So if Formula 23 is in this sneaker, I probably won't be a huge fan of it. As far as aesthetics, I think it looks dope. The Lena weave looks very breathable, and it looks way stronger than the Jordan 37 that some of you guys might have seen Grant Williams blow through. And I seen a couple other players on TikTok and Instagram blow through them, but they weren't even pros. So, I mean, that sucks for the Jordan 37, but the 38 definitely was built more sturdier. Now you guys can kind of see that, like, almost looks like Zoom Air down the side. I don't know if they meant to do that on purpose. And that kind of crosses the outsole a little bit. To me, that kind of looks like Zoom Air. Why they would put air out there, I don't think Jordan Brand would, but it might just be aesthetic that they're going for, or just the type of look they want or vibe they want for the Jordan 38. But I'm very excited to get this in hand. The traction kind of looks like a more spread out herringbone. It kind of cuts sharper than herringbone. It definitely looks like Formula 23 is a huge part in this sneaker. Obviously, it's probably going to be 4-foot loaded like it always is. The Jordan Brand has been loading the front of the sneakers for the last few years now, double stacking the front of it. I personally like playing in it. I'm getting older, knees, shins, all that stuff. So I like to have a nice cushion underneath my foot. But that is going to be the Jordan 38. Now onto an Adidas sneaker. There's quite a few Adidas sneakers on this. It's going to be the James Harden 8. You guys can see James Harden's definitely kind of taking off of that like Yeezy, Kobe Crazy 8 type vibe, or Crazy 1 type vibe, sorry. He's just thinking out of the box. Obviously, we know James Harden is out of the box with his thought process anyways. And I think the Harden 8 is definitely dope looking. I like how they kind of just make it unique. Adidas been kind of making things unique. I kind of wish the Trey line would kind of take that trend. I mean, they did do a good job. We'll get into the Trey 3 here in a minute. I think they did a pretty solid job on the Trey Young 3. But yeah, overall, I like the Harden 8. There's really not many pictures of the Harden 8. There's the orange pair, which is god-awful, which looks definitely like a test shoe. And then there's the white and black pair, which doesn't look as bad. Now you got to remember, leaked images definitely do not do some of these justice, but I'm definitely excited for the Harden 8s to leak probably a little bit before basketball season starts or the NBA season starts. I'm hoping that they drop that before, but it looks like it could be maybe a few months into the season at the latest. Adidas does some crazy stuff where they leak stuff late, and then they get mad that we reach out and leak stuff late. I don't understand why they give people access to this and share that link if they are going to get mad about it. But anyways, they haven't got after me yet, but I know a few other creators that they have got after. Now, on to another Adidas sneaker. It's going to be the Ant-Man 1. I don't know if that's what they're going to call it, but it's Anthony Edwards' first sneaker, and it looks weird. You guys can kind of see that big mesh. It almost looks like a silicone mesh netting. I think it looks kind of dope. I know a lot of people are saying this is Yeezy inspired, and who gives a shit? Yeezy sold tons of sneakers. I love when companies think outside the box, and the players are there to think outside the box too. Not sure how much say he had on these, but I definitely hope there is good cushioning on this. It looks super caged. There is no tongue. I'm not sure how strong that material is, that silicone material or plastic material or rubber material running up the sidewall. I'm not sure how tough that is. There's also a rendered version. Now, the light blue pair doesn't look that dope to me, but when I scroll down, I seen the white and black pair. I'll share that with you guys. I think that looks dope. Haven't had no on-foot images really yet, but once I get them, I'll share them on the Instagram. Also, guys, I appreciate if you went and followed Instagram. It's at Sold Out Sneaker Reviews. Go check me out on Instagram. I share there a few times a week, post up reels and a few other things on there as well. So I appreciate a follow if you go follow on there. So yeah, I don't think the Ant-Man ones, whatever they're going to call them, I don't think they're that bad. At the end of the day, I kind of like them, and I can't wait to get them in hand. Now, onto a Puma sneaker. It's going to be the MB3s. Now, something that's been bugging me about the MB1 is the last. The last is exactly the same. Like, he's had issues with rolling his ankle. And the last is like the upper on the shoe, like how thin it is. It's molded after Melo's foot. So, I mean, that's kind of dope that they give you that like NBA experience. Like, you're wearing a player sneaker. It's kind of molded after his foot. But I don't understand why they haven't put an outrigger on his shoes yet. He's rolled his ankle, I don't know how many times, couple of them. Obviously, I know they were like on a player's leg, on a fan's foot, stuff like that. But I'd like to see an outrigger on the Melos. The traction pattern looks wicked. It kind of has like a brain vibe. It's all over the place. I think the traction might be top tier on this. I have high hopes for this traction. Cushion, I think, is going to be nitro foam. You can see the slits in the bottom. I'll post a picture. The slits in the bottom is for that nitro foam to expand. So, I mean, it is the third iteration of his sneaker. I don't know why they wouldn't put 3 slashes on the bottom, but you guys can see the RA, RE, the rare on the bottom. It's not underneath the insole this time. They put that on the top, so that's pretty dope. And it doesn't seem to be like too translucent. It actually looks like solid rubber this time. So yeah, definitely looks like nitro foam. So as far as support looks like it's gonna be great. They kind of bring that foam up, or the outsole up a little bit. It's not the foam, sorry. It's the outsole. They're bringing the outsole up. You can see in the slashes that are riding up on the shoe. I think that's a dope little aesthetic. But yeah, overall, I'm pretty excited. There's a few colorways. I'll share the picture that I'm looking at. The La France, the Toxic, the Hills, Dexter's Lab, and the Blue Hive. I kind of like the Hills the best. I'm not into like the crazy slime colors and stuff like that. I like something just kind of pretty chilled and laid back. But overall, I'm very excited to get the MB3 in hand. Now, onto the next sneaker I'm pretty excited about, and it actually comes out soon. I think it was Dick's or Foot Locker. One of them reported that it was coming out within the next month. That's going to be the KD16. So on the cushion side of the KD16, they switched it up a little bit. There's no more Air Zoom Strobel. It's just Air Strobel, and it looks like it's going to be React. When you look at the bottom of the sneaker, it kind of has that React pattern. So I'm hoping that the KD16 does have React. React is my favorite cushion, and I love the cushioning on the Air Strobel. It's probably definitely going to be a comfy ride. So the KD16 is another one I'm definitely hype on. Now down on the Trey Young 3. The Trey Young 3 looks like the Addy slides. In this picture, I see him, his dad, and his son. You can see the kind of wicked pattern. I like the gradient that they used on this sneaker from the bottom up. It looks dope. I like the black. It kind of reminds me of like a Miami Heat color. I'm not sure why that's probably going to be the first drop, but most likely them weird crazy colors are the first drops from a lot of these companies. But I'm excited about this. As far as cushion on the Trey Young, I'm excited about the cushion. I hope the cushion is as comfy as the slides. I've wore them slides before. I tried them on. They are definitely comfortable. So if they're anything like the slides, which they can't be, they obviously have to be a little bit stronger and tougher than the slides to support a basketball player. But overall, I'm really looking forward to the Trey Young 3s. Now onto the 2 sneakers I'm probably the most forward to is going to be the Sabrina Ionesco ones. Them are definitely dope, and they have everything that I love in a sneaker. They have React on the back. They have the Zoom unit in the front. It's a Zoom Air unit. I'm super excited. These definitely kind of remind me of like a Kobe and a GT cut together, besides it doesn't have the drop in. I think her shoe is going to be successful. I think her line's going to be successful. I know I'm definitely copping a few pairs. I heard they were going to do the Nike by You with her sneaker. I'm geeked for that. So if that happens, I'm definitely going to have multiple pairs of the SB1 or whatever they are calling it. I think it might be the Sabrina one, but I'm definitely excited. Probably most excited for that sneaker. Traction looks beefed up. Almost kind of looks like a tire traction on the bottom. I love that. I'll share a few of the pictures with you guys. On to the next sneaker I'm probably most excited about is going to be the Way of Wade V3. I'm not really sure about the tech in it. Not a lot has been reported. I know it's coming out soon. I'm definitely getting ready to pull the trigger and order that ASAP. I'm hoping it has a drop-in because you guys can see like on the bottom how big that carbon fiber unit is. Definitely going to make a tough shoe, but I'm hoping that the drop-in feels great on foot. I mean, it's got to feel great on foot. Otherwise, that carbon fiber is there's too much caging going on. You guys can see the mesh. It's definitely going to be a breathable sneaker. I cannot wait to get that in hand. I'm trying to order that. Might even get it expedited shipping, depending on if I can get a deal on it or not, or if Way of Wade wants to send that sneaker to me. But guys, this is kind of my most anticipated sneakers of 2023. As they come out, I plan to get them. I hope you guys tune in, and we'll catch you on the next episode of Sold Out. Peace.